Are you looking to be on the northwest part of town in a new construction community? You want to stick around for this video. Steve and I are going to show you around Veranda. This neighborhood has multiple builders in it, ranging from 300,000 all the way to 500. We are looking at 40 and 50 foot lots today. So stay tuned and don't miss out on these great homes at a great price and a great location. Let's get after it. If this is your first time to our channel and you would like to know everything there is to know about living in San Antonio and its surrounding areas, make sure you subscribe or tap the bell for notifications to ensure that you are one of the first to be notified when we bring you new market updates. My name is Katie Powers, and my husband Stephen Garza and I get phone calls, emails, and texts from people just like you every single day who are looking to make a move into the area. Whether you're 6 days or 6 months from making that transition, we would absolutely love to hear from you. All of our information is listed right below, and Steve and I would be honored to be your realtors of choice. Now let's dive in to the Veranda. This is not to be confused with the Verandas at the Rim. That is a completely different neighborhood and price point. This neighborhood is called Veranda. We are right off Talley and Wiseman, northwest part of San Antonio, outside Loop 1604. You've got a school right across the street, elementary. It is a smaller community. There are new lots a new phase, I should say, that just opened. Perry has over 40 lots as well. Brightland, Hake's brother, and Beazer, I always say that wrong, so please forgive me if I mispronounce it. But all of these builders are in here and the price points are great. So we're gonna take a tour of a couple homes. Not gonna be able to make it to every single model in here, but if you are interested in this neighborhood, give us a call. All of our information is listed right below. The HOA in here has resort style amenities. They're absolutely beautiful. Your HOA is $600 a year, and the tax rate over here is 2.38. That's pretty common for this part of town. There's a couple extras that they throw in on the taxes for this part of town, but still an overall decent tax rate in a great part of town with a great school district. So why don't we go tour some of these gorgeous homes? Hi, welcome to the Beazer model. This is on their 40-foot lots, so a little smaller floor plan, but they do have 50-foot lots in the back part of the neighborhood with much larger floor plans as well. So as you enter, you've got some great natural light. Of course, that door does have some great window panes on it. You walk right into your entertainment area. You've got living room, dining room, and kitchen all in one big room. The luxury vinyl plank on the floors in here, absolutely stunning. I love the wider plank. You got quartz countertops, big island, great cabinet space. It is gas cooking community. So something to keep in mind. If you have watched any of our other videos, you will know gas cooking in San Antonio is hard to come by. So when you find it, we definitely let you know because they're not everywhere. San Antonio is a very big electric community. So outside 1604, you get a few more communities with gas cooking, which is a win. You've got a huge pantry in here. And then over here you have the half bath along with a mudroom, and this would be your entry to your garage. So as you can see, your main entertaining is all down here and all of the bedrooms are upstairs. So let's go check out upstairs so you can see where all the bedrooms are. All right, so as you come up the stairs, you do have your laundry room up here, which is on this side. It's great. I love when the laundry room is upstairs and all the bedrooms are upstairs. It just makes life a little easier. I will say you want to make sure you have that pan underneath your washer. The last thing you want is your washer overflowing upstairs. Then you have a full bath. And then down the hallway to your primary. Great size primary. You've got a walk-in closet. I love this because there are two closets. So one closet here, then here in your primary bathroom, you've got a double vanity, a walk-in shower, and then a second closet. With the linen. All right, so let's check out the rest of this upstairs. We are going to learn a little bit about Beazer homes. They always have one room in their model that goes over what Beazer stands for. And so the big thing that I want to point out here is Beazer does spray foam. It's very rare to see a builder doing spray foam under a $500K price point. So the fact that these homes start around $375 to about $475 have spray foam. They also are super energy efficient because of that spray foam. And then they also do R30 insulation, which is a thicker insulation in between your walls on your exterior. So super energy efficient and really worth it in this price point to have that energy efficiency. This also counts as a bedroom. And then you have two more bedrooms up here. So this floor plan is a total of 4 bedrooms with 2.5 baths, and all the bedrooms are upstairs. So you lose that game room, but you do gain that additional bedroom up here. All right, so now that we have seen the interior of the home, let's go check out this backyard. All right, so let's check out this outdoor area. You do have a covered patio. This is going to be a typical size yard for your 40-foot lot. They are smaller lots. So they do have 50-foot lots. Further back in the neighborhood, the price points there are going to be starting around $430 and up. So $430 to $475 for those larger lots, but great area, great community, and great price point. If you are looking for a new build and wanting to save on interest rates and wanting something new where you have all the warranties, this is a great neighborhood at a great price. Let's go check out the beautiful Perry home. All right, welcome to the Perry model here at Veranda, right off Talley Road. This product is a 40-foot lot, so the lots are a little smaller. It's a little smaller home than you're used to seeing for Perry, but it's classic Perry style, really beautiful. So right here at your entryway, you do have a half bath right here. And then these are the offices, but this would be your entry to your garage, the little mud room here. And as you come in, you've got really high ceilings, which you're not going to see with any other builder in this neighborhood. So you do have really high ceilings, absolutely stunning living room. And then you have an office right off the living room as well. And you have the beautiful picture windows, lots of light, natural light coming in. I know this is a model, but this lot is actually really pretty. It's sitting on a green belt. It's a very beautiful lot. So then you have a really big dining room area, even for this floor plan. This is a very large dining room table, very spacious, and a beautiful kitchen with quartz. They did that navy blue. I probably would have done gold. That's just me, but the silver is really pretty as well. Stainless steel appliances, sink. It is gas cooking in this community. You've got your built-in oven with a good sized pantry. And then on this side of the kitchen, you have your laundry room is right here. Of course, this is a model, so they're using it as their copier room. And then you have a cute little linen closet here, which is actually pretty deep, kind of great. Your outdoor, which we will come back to the outdoor, but your primary is here on the first floor. Very spacious, great windows. Of course, you would want to put a ceiling fan in here. It is Central Texas. It does get hot. And then it's got a great bathroom. So in this size home, it's very rare to see separate vanities. These are great size vanities with a walk-in shower. Very good size for this square footage. And then you have a great walk-in closet as well. What do you guys think about these hexagon tiles on the floor? This color looks really good in this bathroom. I like it. And some of these bathrooms are so big that the hexagon feels overpowering. But I think this size bathroom, it's like the perfect size for that. Let's go check out the upstairs, which has 2 additional bedrooms, a bathroom, and a game room. Let's go check it out. All right, so once you come upstairs, you do have this landing with a view down into the living room. You can see just how high the ceilings are. You've got a great game room in here. I love how deep these windowsills are. Super cute, lots of natural light. And then you have 2 bedrooms up here. So bedroom 2, they both have walk-in closets, which is great. And then you have a full bath here. And then bedroom number 3 with another walk-in closet. So as we mentioned, this is a smaller floor plan for Perry. Usually when we show you guys videos of Perry homes, we are showing you on their 45, 50, and 60-foot lots. This is a 40-foot lot, so you can only fit so much house on a 40-foot lot. Let's go check out this backyard. All right, so we have our outdoor patio, covered patio. It's actually a great size for this size lot. Like I mentioned earlier, I love this placement of a lot. It is on a green belt. And for those of you who don't know what a green belt is, it's really just a space of land that's not going to be built. So you have no neighbor behind. And these oak trees over here are phenomenal. Anyway, it's a good size yard for a 40-foot lot. Perry is selling in here. This is one of the only neighborhoods where you're going to get a gorgeous Perry for $400. Usually they're in the $500 and above. This neighborhood ranges from $390 to $500. Just depends on the square footage and the floor plan. This is one of their larger floor plans here in this community, so it is going to be upper 4s. But you can get into a smaller 3-2 one-story home in here for $390. We are super close, easy commute to Lackland Air Force Base, to USAA. You're really close to Talley and Wiseman. Great location if you're looking to be on the northwest side. You have an elementary school directly across the street. So if you have any little ones, you can just walk them across the street to school, which is really great. But great community, great school district out here on Northside ISD. So I hope you guys liked this house. If you have been looking for a Perry, but conscious about budget and want to stay under $450, this is a great option. They have 40 more lots, a whole new section just opened up. Give us a call. All of our information is listed right below. Steve and I would be honored to be your realtors of choice. As always, stick around. I'm going to get you a map video so you can see exactly where this neighborhood is on a map. Let's get after it.
All right, so now that you guys have seen the beautiful model homes, and we did not show you all of them, there are other builders in there as well. But now that you've seen how beautiful this neighborhood is with the amenities, let's jump into the map so you can see exactly where this home is located in conjunction to San Antonio and everything around it. Let's jump in. All right, so here we are on a map in San Antonio. Let's do some housekeeping so you can understand the freeways and how San Antonio is ran. From all of you guys who have so wonderfully reached out to us and purchased with us. This is the number one thing that you guys said you absolutely loved, was me walking through the freeways and where everything is. So I definitely want to take some time to do that for you here. We have the main loops. You have two main loops. You have an outer loop, which is loop 1604, which goes all the way around San Antonio. And I will say San Antonio has grown a lot. So even today, I'm going to be showing you this neighborhood outside of 1604, but this is our outer loop. And then you have an inner loop of 410, which is here. These are your main two loops and go all the way around San Antonio. Now, the freeways that you're going to use the most outside of the loops are, you have I-10 here. This comes all the way from California, goes all the way to Florida. It cuts through San Antonio. It's one of the only places in the US where I-10 actually goes north and south as opposed to west and east, but it comes all the way out, and this will take you to Houston. If you go that way, this will take you up to Bernie, Kerrville, goes north until it levels out and goes east. If you were to stay going straight on I-10 like you were coming in from Houston, it actually turns into 90, and 90 goes out west this way towards Castroville. And honestly, if you stay on this, it will take you to Mexico, which is why I-10 goes north in San Antonio, because it has to go up to cut over in El Paso to get you into the next state and not go into Mexico. So that is it. 281 is your north. This will take you to the airport. Your airport is located right here off 281. And then you have I-35. So Interstate 35 goes north to Austin. Will also take you to Dallas. It'll take you all the way up to Canada if you stay on it the whole time. But it also comes down and goes all the way south to the southernmost south tip, however you want to say that, to the valley down in Brownsville. So you can actually take, I-35 down, or 37 takes you all the way down to Corpus as well. But that 37 is only on the south side. You do not have 37 anywhere else. But these are your main roads. If you are living on the west side, like this neighborhood that we're featuring today, in Veranda, you will most likely use this road. This is Bandera. It's also known as Highway 16, as the map shows Highway 16, but let me just tell you, nobody in town ever calls it Highway 16. You will never hear that from the locals. It is Bandera Road. And then you have this really great new freeway. It's not really a freeway yet because there's still a couple stoplights on it. But this new road 211, that cuts you from 90 all the way up to Bandera Road and gets you to all of these, neighborhoods on the outer west side of San Antonio, northwest side. It keeps you off of 1604 and gives you a little shortcut, the back roads there. So that's wonderful. Last but not least, because you're on the west side, you have 151, which is a shortcut from Alamo Ranch, 1604 area, and drops you all the way on 90. So if you are living on that west side of town, you have a very easy route to get to downtown San Antonio, since we have loops, right? So it makes it harder to go straight to somewhere, which is why you have all these freeways. But 151 really just cuts you, drops you on 90, takes you right into downtown. So that is a really great one as well. So now that we have covered all of your main roads, that's really how San Antonio, those are really the main roads that you're going to use living in San Antonio. And the neighborhood that we're featuring today, Veranda, is located, let me zoom in on the northwest side. So here on the northwest side, there are a few main roads you're going to use. The neighborhood that we're looking at today is, let's call it right here. You are outside Loop 1604. So again, this is 1604 right here. You have 90 right here. This is going to be Petrenko. If you have watched any of our other videos, Petrenko is a very busy road. You have Tally Road right here, which takes you from Petrenko, and if you follow Tally, it'll take you all the way to Culebra, which is here. This is Culebra. And then you have Wiseman Road right here, and then this is 151 turns into Alamo Ranch Parkway, which takes you into Alamo Ranch. So the neighborhood is located right off of Tally Road, very close to Wiseman. So I would highly suggest you avoid Petrenko here in this neighborhood. I would avoid Petrenko at all costs. And I would go Wiseman out to 1604 or Wiseman into some of these roads that will cut you in to get to 151. I mean, there's lots of little back roads back here, but I would either go Tally and cut over to 211 to go up, or I would take Wiseman. Really, I would take Wiseman. That's what you want to do. So let's zoom in a little further so you can see the neighborhood. And here it is. So as I mentioned, you have Wiseman Road here. This takes you all the way to 1604. And you have a couple of lights. There's like three or four lights to get there. One here, you've got Bison Ridge. Here, you've got a few neighborhoods along the way. It is only 2 lanes one way and 2 lanes the other, so it is a 4-lane road. I will say this is heavily military area, so Lackland Air Force Base is just down the road, easy commute to. So those times at the base, that when you need to be into work, like around 7, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but most Lackland, they need to be in around 7, and then they get off around 4. Wiseman Boulevard's gonna be packed, but these lights move very quickly, so it's not terrible. I was telling Steve they probably should widen it now before it gets too crazy, but it is what it is. I guarantee you, it is better than going Petrenko. So let me just say that. Tally Road is getting worked on, is getting widened, it will get better, but this neighborhood for Veranda is right here. So this is your entrance, and then this is the neighborhood right here. So you have right here is the front where all the models are is up here, and then you've got a row of homes here, but then the new phase is all back here on this back section. But that is where the neighborhood is. It's located directly across the street from Cole Elementary. It is Northside ISD, so definitely do your homework on Northside ISD. It's a great school district. You just want to check the schools. Steve and I can definitely point you in the right direction. So, greatschools.org or niche.com are going to be your 2 websites that you want to check out schools. But really great community for location. You can always take this Tillman Ridge, which takes you through a neighborhood, but it does drop you right off at Wiseman if you don't want to go to the stoplight to go in. So you do have that shortcut directly across. And then if you do want to take Petrenko, that is a choice. It sounds like I'm telling you like it's so awful. It is a choice. Probably not one I would take unless you were going to Costco or something like that. But the neighborhood is located here. Now that I zoomed out a little bit, you come straight down Tally Road to Petrenko. I mean, you're like 5 minutes down Tally Road to Petrenko, and come in this way, and you have a Costco here, a TJ Maxx, a whole bunch of shopping right here. You also have HEB Plus right here. So you get to choose which HEB you want to go to. And when I say HEB, for all of you outside of Texas, HEB is the best grocery store you're ever going to find in the United States. I am a little partial, and no, I am not a spokesperson for them, but it's a great grocery store. Everything is relatively cheaper. I mean, I have family that comes in from, Florida and California all the time, and they always the first thing they want to do is go to HEB. So it's a great grocery store. But you do have a lot of grocery stores close to you. So again, the neighborhood is right here. Okay, I zoomed out a little bit more so we can kind of see where we're at. Tally is here. So like I said, there are shortcuts to get into Alamo Ranch if you wanted to get to Culebra or anything over here. But you have an HEB right here. You have so many restaurants. Like honestly, in this whole area, you have a ton of restaurants. And then you also have restaurants coming down 1604, significant. Costco here, a big HEB plus here. There's also a big HEB over here. It's also an HEB plus. The difference between HEB and HEB plus, HEB is groceries only. HEB plus will have some furniture, some clothing, very little clothing, but it has extra. It's kind of like Walmart and a super Walmart. It's like HEB and HEB plus. Hopefully that makes sense. So you have all of that. You have a movie theater here. You have a movie theater here. So you have one both at Culebra 1604 intersection. That's a really nice, Casablanca's a very nice one. Or you have one here off 1604 just south of Potranco. This is a newer, I should say, movie theater. It's pretty nice. So, and you have a Starbucks here, you have a Starbucks here. So if you were living here, you could take that Tillman shortcut to Wiseman or just go Tally to Wiseman, whichever you want. Come down, Cottonwood Way is a great shortcut. So you could go Cottonwood Way to Alamo Parkway, which take you here, or you could go Lone Star Parkway here. Either way, it could take you to Culebra, or you could come down Wiseman to 1604 and go up. It's totally up to you. I'm just showing you there are a lot of ways to get to things, but you have like a Lowe's here. You have Alamo Ranch is really cool in that this whole Alamo Ranch Parkway is lined with restaurants with, you know, there's also an HEB. I forgot about that HEB. There's an HEB here in Alamo Ranch. So you're actually closest to the Alamo Ranch HEB, but you have an HEB out Potranco, you have an HEB out Culebra. You're close to grocery stores. All of Alamo Ranch Parkway, if you want to learn more about Alamo Ranch, definitely check out our Alamo Ranch video. But you have restaurants, you have gyms, you have like dental offices, little pediatrician, doctor offices, basically anything you could really need in a daily life, you have within this little bubble. I call Alamo Ranch the Alamo Ranch bubble, honestly, because it's what it feels like to me. But all of these neighborhoods are popping up all around it, and you can use all of those things. Like there's a few really good restaurants right off Alamo Ranch Parkway. So all of that is within, I mean, from this neighborhood to Alamo Ranch, you're looking 10 to 15 minutes. Obviously depends on time of day. From this neighborhood down, you know, down Tally, Potranco, HEB, Costco, depends on time of day, but you're looking at 15 minutes. So let's zoom out a little bit so you can see. You also have SeaWorld. I have to bring that up because it is really cool to live close to SeaWorld, especially if you get a season pass, because it's so close. So back when, short story, I promise, short story. Back when I first moved to San Antonio, I was a single mom. It was before I met Steve. I was a single mom and I had a little Tegan was like 5 or 6 years old. And we lived on this side of town to be close to my mom. And she got us season pass tickets one year for Christmas to SeaWorld. And we would go in the morning early because we live so close. So we would get there really early. We get to feed the walruses and the dolphins. And we get to be there in the very early when it's nice and cool. When we got to about noon, 1 o'clock, where it started getting really hot because SeaWorld has a lot of cement. So in Texas, that cement radiates heat. So around 1, 2 o'clock, we would go home, make ourselves a lunch, hang out. It would be nap time for Tegan. I would take a nap too. And then we would go back to SeaWorld around 5 or 6 o'clock and enjoy all the night festivities of SeaWorld when it's a little cooler. So really cool to have a SeaWorld pass if you live on this side of town because it's so close. It's worth it if you go frequently. Super, super fun, great shows. It's a great time. And really nice to have it so close to you when you live on that side of town. Now, if I zoom out here a little bit, I want to show you the neighborhood again is right here. You have Wiseman here, Tally here, Petrenko here. This is 1604. Boom, boom. Lackland Air Force Base. It's big. I should do Lackland Air Force Base. And then you have Port of San Antonio. So Boeing, Northrop Grumman. I mean, there's a whole bunch of cybersecurity companies, airplane companies. That sounds horrible. Aviation companies, not airplane companies. All of that is located in the Port of San Antonio that used to be a base. That's no longer a base anymore. So Port of San Antonio, Lackland Air Force Base, you are 15 to 20 minutes, depends on time of day, depends on traffic. But overall, you're very close. You can go this way, or what I would probably do is come this way, depending on how the traffic is that day. But come down Tally and either backtrack out Petrenko to 211 to come down to have a straight shot, or I would go on Petrenko a little bit and cut down Grossenbacher, something like that. And you cut down here to 90. Either way, easy commute, or Wiseman straight to 1604 down. I mean, you have a lot of different ways, which I think is what I'm really trying to hit on, is you're not stuck in traffic going one way. You have options. If you're working in North San Antonio but choose to live in this neighborhood, you have easy Tally up to Culebra and you can go that way, or you can take it all the way up to Braun and come out this way. You just have so many options. So one of the best things about that neighborhood is you have lots of different directions. The other great thing about the neighborhood is it's so close to everything. Shopping, multiple HEBs to choose from, Lowe's, Costco. There is a Sam's Club somewhere on that side of town as well. I think it's actually closer to Culebra up here, but you have a lot of options for grocery stores and restaurants and everything that you could possibly need right in one little bubble, one little area, as I like to say. So with all of that being said, I hope this was super helpful to really get you an idea of where Veranda is in relation to San Antonio and all the things that you're going to be using on a day-to-day basis. If you did find this helpful, drop us a comment. Make sure you like the video. We'd love to hear your feedback. Even if you're telling us we didn't cover something, we'd love to hear it so we can continue to better help you, your friends and family, and all of the wonderful people who are thinking about moving to San Antonio. So thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to reach out to us. All of our information is listed below, and we will see you guys on the next one.